AI to diagnose your traumas, but certainly lingering tension to be mindful of. A disconnect, so a withdrawal, going within to yourself. So when we're thinking about the way that trauma lives.
What signs should survivors pay attention to that their body is still holding on to trauma?
There's a few, and these can be signs of other things as well. So please always seek medical advice, before diagnosing yourself or going through AI to diagnose your traumas. But certainly lingering tension that won't leave your body even after you've stretched and moved. Chronic fatigue, so waking up first thing in the morning and feeling like you haven't slept ever. Anxiety and panic, these can be really common symptoms, particularly for those coming out of abusive relationships. It could be triggers such as a call from the solicitor, or even, a certain smell, so it doesn't really, what I'm trying to say is it doesn't have to be related to the perpetrator. It can be anything that kind of it invokes those reactions in everyday situations. So just be mindful of those things, that if they're in your environment where the perpetrator isn't present and you're noticing that you're still having these kind of reactions, then that's something to be mindful of. A disconnect, so a withdrawal, going within to yourself, not wanting to speak to friends, family, do the usual things that you might want to do. That's something to pay attention to. And I guess off the back of what we talked about in terms of gaslighting, it's that person finding it really hard to trust their own instincts again. That can be a really big telltale sign that there's still trauma living in your body that we need to work through.
Thank you. When you talked about not trusting people, trust issues, that's a big one for me. Working on it is work in progress, because situationally you're wondering, what is the next person going to be bringing along with them, especially when it comes to the opposite gender. You use movement as part of the healing process. Why do you believe the body is such a critical part of emotional recovery?
So there's a great book, if anyone is interested in this subject, called The Body Keeps a Score, and essentially it's teaching you that our emotions and our experiences are stored in our body. So if I ask you now to think of a happy memory, please we'll do this together. Think of a happy memory. You thinking of one?
Yes, having my first child.
Amazing. So I instantly noticed that your face lit up with that excitement of having a first child. Your shoulders dropped. You actually moved back in your couch. There was a sense of real comfort in that situation. So even by me just saying, tell me a happy memory, your body reacts to that happy memory. And the same could be true in reverse. So when we're thinking about the way that trauma lives, of course, the brain can process trauma and compartmentalize it and overthink it or try to understand it. But you also, I think it's really important for us to recognize and understand that as long as you're doing the work up here in your mind, you have to do the work in your body as well, because that is the only way, in my experience and working with the people in the community, it's the only way that you're going to be able to do a 360 approach to moving past or coming to terms with what you've been through.
Thank you. That was really a beautiful example. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Be safe and be positive. And don't forget to check out our social media handles. Thank you. Bye for now.